All right, guys. In the last video about conditioning for the ride from San Francisco to Santa Monica Pier, um, originally I did that video for Cholo Trucker because I was trying to explain to him some of the gadgets and stuff, but a lot of you really appreciated it. So I wanted to show you something else. What I did was actually a breakdown of day one. Day one is from San Francisco down Highway 1 to Santa Cruz. And why this is a breakdown is because this is it's called ridewithgps.com. I subscribe to it. I paid, I forgot how much for the whole year, and it allows me to get all kinds of data. So in creating the ride, so basically once I create this route, it lets me send it to everybody that's going to do the ride. So if they have a bike computer like mine does, they will be able to upload that ride. It'll tell them exactly which way to go. Yeah, it's pretty much Highway 1, but here and there's intersections or there's different things you got to do. And by having everybody having this uploaded to their bike computer that's along the ride, nobody gets lost. Another thing why this is important is it gives us the exact mileage. So day one is 79.1 miles. It tells you it'll take roughly 7 hours and 12 minutes. I mean, obviously that's an average because you could be going faster, you could be going slower, but it gives you at least some kind of example. Another thing it lets you know is that at its highest peak, see that 4,390 feet up. And see this down here? This is really important because this lets you know how to condition and how to train. Obviously, we can see that the highest peak is right there, which is 713 feet. So a good way to train for that is to find somewhere close to you that is roughly 713 feet. Believe it or not, it's not a straight shot. I know it looks like that, but actually, look, right here, there's a little peak where you can rest. And look, down here, there's a little peak. And it's actually going to go down and then up. It starts off a little high where it starts. This was cool. As I move this, let me see. As I'm moving it, look at the orange dot. See that? As I'm scrolling this, the orange dot's moving. So it lets me see, let's find the peak. It lets me see where that peak is, which is going to be right there in Daly City. That's the highest peak, which I'm glad it's in the beginning. I mean, there's other peaks. This second peak is 300 feet. But look, it's a downgrade. You're pretty much coasting all the way down this. So you're going to be coasting a lot of this area coming into Half Moon Bay. And then it starts to gradually go up once you pass Half Moon Bay, and here's another peak. Where's that peak going to be? Right there in that area. See, so it's stuff like this that you study. Hold on, let me turn this ad off. I'm the type of person that I want to know what's up ahead and what's coming. So because of that, this helps. See, then it's pretty much flat. I mean, not directly flat, but for the most part, up and down. These are up and down. So you could tell it's constantly up and down hills, and finally into Santa Cruz, where it ends flat, which is right here. So that's going to be day one. And so if you're going to do this ride, I could literally send to your phone. Look, it gives me the option to send it to people. And you can get this app on your phone. It's Ride with GPS. So I'm calling this day one, and I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to do all the days so I can really see what I'm working with. To be honest with you, this is what kind of troubles me, is this peak here. But now I know. I would hate to get surprised by that. I was talking to I think it was, who was I talking to? I think Brother Alex. And we were talking about, man, do you even know the terrain? Have you ever ridden down Highway 1? I said, yeah, I have in a car. And he goes, man, that thing's up and down. What's the terrain? I said, you know what? I don't know, but I'm going to go and ride with GPS and figure that out because that's something important to know. I mean, just looking at this, I can kind of, it gives you a whole glimpse of it, you know? So, um, really good app. It wasn't too expensive to subscribe, but even if you're not subscribed, um, see, I can make this public, so now anybody else can look it up. What else does it give me? It lets me put photos up if I want. Tells me paved. 98% of it is paved. 1 mile of it is unpaved. It even gives you the cue sheets of where to turn, the descents, the climbs. I mean, all that stuff. And even lets people comment if they want. So, pretty cool, man. I just wanted to share that with you. I think this is important to know. This is day one of the challenge we're going to be doing probably around February because we want to hit this thing before the March winds come, and we want to do it after winter. So I'm thinking February is a perfect time. And but yeah, I hope this is something that'll help you. This is really key to know. To be honest with you, that high peak, there's a place we'd like to train for hills in Livermore. Now that I know how high this is, now I can see how high the one in Livermore is. And if it's a lot lower than that, I got to find something to train on that's similar to this. So, all right, guys. God bless.